Now stay with me on this one. It's important. So we've all heard the term, we've all used the term. If you look on the website, every company has a company culture. We care. We go the extra mile. We care about our teams. We care about our employees. We care about our stakeholders. We're philanthropic. We give back to the community. We're always there for you. Sounds good, doesn't it? Every company sounds fantastic. You know what's worse than a company with a bad company culture or none at all? And that is one that has all the right words, but never fulfills the promise. You know, in today's times, as we all very well know, companies can try all they want to brand themselves, but ultimately it's the consumer that is branding the company. You want to know an interesting test to know, is your company culture good? Is it working? Simple. Employee satisfaction. I've worked in a lot of companies, and I can tell you I have experience working in good companies where people want to come to work every day, and I've worked in companies where people are grumbling. Let me tell you about the grumbling companies. If you're on the front line and you're dealing with residents, you're dealing with potential clients, you're dealing with, it could be lenders. If you don't like what you do, if the company doesn't make you feel proud, it comes through. So let's talk about the employee satisfaction level, and let's talk about how that relates to the customer experience and customer satisfaction. Customers know. They know if you're positive and you like coming to work every day. You're going to handle them differently. And your ratings on customer service are going to tie with positive employee satisfaction levels. So, okay, how do we get a company culture? How is it working? So number one, take a step back, take a look at what you have. I think there's something we've learned this year, and that is that the past 12, 14, 15 months of COVID has shown that the relationship has to get stronger and be stronger between the resident and between your community team. That's simple. They're there all the time. We've gotten a lot more intimate, a lot closer. Let's look inside your company. How does a culture get spread? And are you communicating what it's all about? First of all, maybe time to refresh the culture. And I think that's a committee. It's a committee from the top of the company to the foundation of the company, and from the foundation to the company back up. There's communication, and you're working together to come up with a concept and a culture that you can live by. That's number one. You want to know a great test of company culture? And that's this. First of all, is your culture talked about in your recruiting? Are your interviews addressing what our culture is and how we're proud of it? If you're using recruiters, do the recruiters know what the company culture is all about? Here's the ultimate. If you're interviewing an applicant, are you comfortable saying to the applicant, call any of my properties? Call anybody in the home office. I can give you numbers, or you can just do it yourself. Ask somebody what they think of the company. Then you know, if you get to that moment, you're golden. And that's the moment that you need to strive for. Company culture is real. It needs to be lived. It needs to be believed. It needs to breathe throughout the organization. Something to be said.